Hello, everyone, and welcome to the TexSEF playoff stream here for Rocket League. My name is Sergeant Flores, otherwise known as Juice. And today we're going to be watching some high-octane Rocket League action here. We do have Hebron High School against Frenship. We're going to be doing a good old best of 7. So it's a pretty nerve-wracking game. A lot at stake here. The winner of this best of 7 does get to qualify to go to state in Waco. It's going to be May 1st through 3rd at the Herd Welcome Center. Looking forward to seeing all the teams that qualify make it out there. And maybe I might just, we'll see if we can 1v1 or 2v2 some of these players here. We're going to have some pretty decent National Guardsmen out there to play Rocket League. All right, good pressure so far from Hebron High School. Let's see if they can get that ball out. Kind of a pretty decent little pass down mid, however, snuffed out by Frenship. All right, let's see what happens here. Big pop. Ooh, TexSEF able to get that over. Great pass by the teammate there. A little pop, just getting it high enough for the defender where, being so close to the near net, right? You have to just, double tap that jump and try to reach and block everything. All right, so 3:30, have our first goal in. Ooh, good block there by Jaw. All right, big play here, taking it up the field, almost gets a 50 on that. Barush with a strong 50. Let's see if Hebron here can maintain some of that pressure. Awkward touch. Defense is in shambles. Third person able to save it. Barush a little too far to follow up. But that was a pretty clutch save there. Okay, big play here, Frenship. A little bit of an awkward touch there. Joshing able to send that out. Hits the ball across, goes for that open side of the net. Essentially takes a shot on target to open up the defense, which is, not a bad tactic there. That was an interesting catch and bounce. I thought it was going to be able to roll. Ooh, close. Hits the net. Ball going to the other end of the field. TexSEF able to get that out. Oh, the pass down mid. Ooh, unfortunately snuffed out by Joshing. Shot on target. Third person back. Some solid Rocket League play here. It's pretty exciting. It's going to make for an interesting best of 7 series here. Oh. Big dunk there. Tries to get it up to TexSEF. Big demo there. Solid 50. Looks like the teams have pretty solid rotations here, as we've seen a few times. Third man back, able to, get a few clutch saves there. Ooh, unable to reach. Waffles gets up there. And again, these great passes by Frenship, lobbing the ball over, playing that height game, and Waffles able to be on that left side of the field to come down and smack that in. All right, looks like we had a little bit of an echo for the commentating. Thanks for checking up on that Twitch. I have a lot of audio configuration set up here. So yeah, we got that taken care of hopefully here. So in the fun world of audio routing, yeah, it's super easy to double up feeds, which are a lot tougher to troubleshoot because for video feeds, you can obviously see it, but for audio, if you're not paying attention. But thank you, chat. Appreciate it. Oh, tough. Waffle with a shot a little too wide, however, 10 seconds left. They're up by 2, feeling pretty comfy. All right, and that's going to do it for game 1. Frenship is up 1-0 in this best of 7. So again, the winner of this series gets a qualification, qualifies for State in Waco at the beginning of next month. It's going to be an exciting time. All right, let's see here. Oof. A lot of assists and saves on the Frenship side. It looks like they kind of controlled the possession a little bit better. All right, we're on to game 2. Apologies for the logo there, Hebron. We'll get you set up here in a second. All right, let's see here. Frenship up 1-0 going into game 2. One thing that really worked for Frenship this previous series or the previous match was essentially getting those high passes, kind of lobs up and over Hebron's head. And a lot of times with those, it doesn't seem as complex. However, if the defender doesn't have that much boost, that's essentially almost a free goal to a degree. Okay, let's see here. Hebron pushing the ball over. Great pass. That looked so good. Able to clean it up, though. Burash sweeping that last goal in. Good play creation here. Solid shot, good block, and that leaves a third person to come up and finish up that play there. Rocket League sometimes ends up being a little bit of a chess game of just, you keep on bouncing over and over. You want to get that ball past as many defenders as possible. Ooh, Etch-a-Sketch answers right back, making it a tie game. It looks like it was a little bit of an unfortunate touch on the Hebron side. It happens. And the Frenship player there just happened to be in the perfect position. Unfortunate sometimes. Good block there. Oh, that looks pretty promising. Now Etch-a-Sketch has to hit an awkward shot on target. Etch-a-Sketch with a recovery. Able to save that from going in. Oh, the dribble, dunk. Ball goes over. Waffles able to get a touch on there. That was a good block. Big hit. You got Barush with full boost. And Solana, unfortunately, blue team does clear really well. Frenship staying on the offensive. Ball bounces a little too high there. Oh, looks like they're pushing it on target. Etch-a-Sketch, can he stay, get the dunk? Unfortunately not. Solana scores. Hebron taking the 1-goal lead. This is an awkward save there. Etch-a-Sketch unfortunately ran out of boost. Had they had like 10 or 15, they would have stayed on that path to block that shot. But good pressure by Hebron. Trying to get one on the board here. 2 minutes, 55 seconds left. And again, for everybody tuning in, we are watching the TexSEF playoffs here. Ooh, close dunk. Able to avoid it. Waffles. What a shot. And key thing here, when the save's incredible, Etch-a-Sketch able to jump out of the way without Squishy saving that. That was also really good. So now we're tied 2-2. Frenship answering right back as soon as they go one goal down. Joshing, a little scary there with getting that ball out of the net, but able to leave the car to get a lot of blocks there, thankfully. Sometimes you don't fall the direction of the ball. Kind of just, you leave up an open goal. But here, good 50. All right, Etch-a-Sketch feeds that ball down the middle, trying to go for a teammate. So a lot of times with those 50s, that was a really good play. The whole point of hitting that, oh, we got a roll one. The whole point of hitting that is that you want to make sure that you create some separation between the attacker and the ball, essentially taking away their control. All right, big bounce off the backboard here. Okay, let's see. Solano with a mustard. Oh, not enough boost to go for the double shot on target. Joshing. What a play by Hebron. Very powerful, musty flick into that backboard. Goes for the bump. Joshing there to follow up. Mint. Beautiful team play there. Now, with 1:22 seconds, every goal that Hebron has made, Frenship has answered within a short period of time. Now, it's important that Hebron make sure that they don't get scored on. That way they can get a goal a win in this series to tie up the series as a whole. Oh, good read by Endo. What a reach. All right, 1 minute left. Big clear. Oh, little strong hit off the backboard there. Those are always scary because you essentially just end up passing the ball to the other team. Oh, good touch. Follow up, Hebron. Plays a fake. Centers again. Hebron up. Looks like Solana is pushing for an attack, but doesn't really have the support from teammates there. All right, Frenship going for the slow dribble there. Goes for the fake. And Hebron able to have a person, that's why playing rotation, and Hebron able to get another goal to hopefully win this game. Now, Solana has been doing really big plays as far as being the first person moving that ball up the field, getting it past the defender, and then causing a disruption. Like you saw there, is getting those bumps after the play are really important. It's similar to, in basketball, you always hear, hey, follow through with your shot, right? In case, it bounces off the rim or the backboard. With Rocket League, it's a little bit similar in the sense of once you shoot, you follow through and disrupt that defense, make some openings. Great playing here by both teams. Looks like we're in for a treat. Really exciting best of 7 series here. So Hebron, able to make a goal. Frenship answers. Another goal. Frenship answers again. And then, Hebron took off on those final 2, really making use of that physical play after, you start creating that pass. All right, let's go back to the game here now. And now we are tied 1-1 going into game 3. Oh, and right away, Waffles with that. That's a nice pinch. Good demos. And Frenship a little upset that they lost that last one. So within 10 seconds, answers with a goal. I can just imagine the comms on the team side to be very hyped and excited. And a lot of these things is you got to keep that energy going all the way through. Best of 7 series do get pretty tiring. And you know, the team that does win and qualifies to state, you're now going to be in a LAN environment where there's so many other factors, right? You're kind of waiting for your match. You have to stay warm, you know, make sure mentally, you know, you stay sound. Kind of like a track meet. A lot of waiting, and then it's like, hey, it's your turn to go. Time to perform. Oh, good play here. Dribble. Air dribble by Waffles. Gets a little too close to the backboard, and good play backing off of that instead of pinching it. Giving teammates a chance to make something happen there. Ooh, nice touch right behind Waffles. Unfortunately, a little bit of a miscommunication there with a teammate. Oh, what a solid demo. Puts it on target. Gets another demo. Etch-a-sketch. Gets the goal. While having Endo be an absolute bulldozer. And almost saved it there. It almost bounced off of Endo's car. But Frenship coming out swinging for this game. Now we got 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. Hebron needs to pick up the pace here, get some solid clears. And earlier we saw both teams actually setting up some really good passing plays. As the speed and intensity throughout the series builds up, you need to make sure you always stay on that, right? Make those plays. Because then if not, then everybody's kind of just jumping at the ball. Ooh, close one. All right, opening up here. Gets dunked. All right, and it looks like, from my point of view here, Frenship doing a really good job of boost starving. Looks like when I see Hebron on the orange side of the field, always low boost. So you want to make sure you use, obviously, those 100 pads there, but do your pads for the small penny pads, those 12ers, the little round ones. There's some really good rotations to make sure you fill up and get at least 36. I believe that's actually all you need to get to the ceiling, if done correctly. Oh, big hit here. Hebron moving the ball up, going for the dunk. I mean, the bump. That was a good attempt. 0 boost and still almost got the bump. That was good. All right, 2 minutes left. Frenship still in the lead. Hebron, big bounce. Gets another touch, throws him off. Oh, follow through. Big bounce. And now the next person needs to finish that up. Oh, close. That was a good effort by Hebron. Still on the offensive. Look at that, patiently. A full tank of gas. Puts it in the bottom left corner. Barush. Patiently, like a sniper. He's just there. Look at that. Beautiful shot, Brush. That was good. It's really easy to miss those. So great placement, great composure. And we're at 2-1. A minute 42 left. It was exciting. Vanguard Esports, absolutely. Both great teams. This is a fun series to commentate. Joshing, able to get one in. Hebron, within 30 seconds, 2 goals. Not going down without a fight. And it looks like if they keep on, riding this momentum, they can get one over on Frenship. And again, these matches are always fun to commentate. All matches are, right? But sometimes I don't feel like I'm commentating. I feel like I'm just watching and having a blast, which is always fun. Oh, let's see. Good clear. All right, looks like it went for another center, but teammate not really in position for that. Sometimes you kind of want to just drive that up into the net. right, Joshing going for the 50 here. Oh, that's a big bounce. Solana. Oh, that's huge. Oof. Solid clear. Good follow-up. Ball rolls, and that's scary. All right, 39 seconds left. Hebron moving the ball up the field. Interesting redirect. Keeps it away. Ball goes up. Solana playing it off to their left side. Oh, he needs to get a hit here. Good follow through by Joshing. Now 20 seconds left here. And this is where it gets crazy because people start slipping up. Gets a little intense. Oh. Plays it slow. Goes for the 50. Solid dunk. It looks like Hebron's still able to get that ball out. Ball's up in the air. 0 seconds and an oof. Close one. Now we have our first overtime in game 3. I am getting nervous for both teams. Ooh, that's a good position. Let's go. Great shot. Great play by Hebron. So right here on the replay, hits the ball up the field. Solana's there and just hits it with that redirect, puts spin, goes for that bottom left corner. And absolute amazing play. This has been a really awesome game 3 here. Great job to both teams. Ball possession, as we see here, 50-50, basically even on both sides. So far, we've seen some great plays, but I hope we get to see a little bit more of the passing plays that we saw in the first game and half of the second one. My apologies. Got so into the game, forgot to switch the scenes here. Oh, Frenship so close. Endo playing it slow, control with the air dribble. And what a block by Joshing, able to back up his teammate. Big hit forward. Hebron trying to get one more touch there. Close redirect by Joshing. Those are always a little tricky because they can sneak up on you if you're the defender, if you don't see that. Big hit endo rail, burning all the boost, getting up there. Oh, looks like Hebron has a counter attack here. Just needs to drop it on target. Close one. So unfortunately, they played that ball too slow, but they had it for that counter as all the Frenship team was on the other side of the field. Nice little touch, moving the ball forward there. Rush, popping it up center. Good clear by Endo. Popped up, Solana going for the solo play. Oh! That almost was dunked in. Good pinch off that sidewall. Rush with the redirect, puts it on target. Oh, he gets it. Rush with a goal. Oh man, those are always so scary. Defenders almost saved that. Brush able to stay on. And another goal here. Hebron really getting into stride. Solid dunk. All right, 13 seconds left. And it looks like Hebron's going to be able to take this game 4, which puts Frenship in a very peculiar situation. They've got to win all next of their 3 matches to qualify for state. The match. Looks like Hebron, a little bit more ball possession this go around. And definitely way more shots on target. It looks like they are looking into seeing if they're able to get a timeout. I unfortunately I'm not too familiar on the rules. So what we'll do here is we'll just go to a little break while we sort that out. Because, a timeout would be a good place to call right now, right? Recenter, refocus, get some water, lock back in. So for now, while we figure out the timeout rules and things regarding that, we're going to go to a quick break and we'll be right back with some more action. See you soon.
You'll still have common days. But this is not one of them. A few weeks a year and you'll discover the most uncommon time of your life.
All right, well, I guess that was very short-lived. Looks like we're not going to go the TO route, I suppose. All right, let's see if those 60 seconds help Frenship here to essentially lock back in right at the beginning. Actually, all these matches up until I believe that last one, they were relatively close. So, you know, Frenship just needs to get back in a groove, put one in the net, and just move goal to goal, one at a time. Got some really good play creation. Here we go. Shot on target. Close. Hits it behind in the bottom left corner, but Hebron able to snuff that out. Oh, good pop in. Almost hits it into the net. Waffle able to score that in. And it looks like we have Frenship up 1-0. Like Frenship's able to put some pressure here, playing really well. Oh, ball hits right down center, and Waffles coming up. A little bit of time. Gonna go for that pinch pass, open nets. Teammate, where are you? Close one. Ooh, a little bit of the spacing there on the Frenship side. That would have been a solid goal. They are still up 1-0 with 2:50 left on the clock, though. So not the worst, but 2 goals, you feel a little bit safer, right? A little more comfy. Ooh. A little bit of a defensive mishap there. Looks like one person didn't go for the ball soon enough. Waffles gets bumped, and then the third Hebron High School player ends up shooting the ball on target. Oh, Baruch able to sneak another one in. And that chip shot really throws people off. Oh, what a play. Flip reset to get the ball around the defender and ends up setting a beautiful pass for Waffles. And you know the comms are crisp there saying, hey, I've got one. Waffles right up behind him, able to shoot that right after. Waffles with another score. Frenship up 3-2. And Baruch answering back, tying the game up. So a really important thing here, if Hebron wins, they qualify to state in Waco. And Frenship needs to fight here to stay in the series. Oh, that's a big 50. Good bounce off the back wall there, or the backboard. Solana able to take a little bit of time there for the dribble. Pops it up. Oh, unfortunately the ball was a little too far away from him. Centering off that 45. Endo, awkward. Let's see, Joshing. Can he set up that pass? Ooh, a little too high. Solana's gonna turn on this. Solana able to drive that, continue driving that ball up forward. Oh, with a fake. Brush trying to keep the ball moving forward. It looks like a little bit of a team bump there. It looks like we have overtime. Game 5. Ooh, good solo play there, trying to open up that defense. Ooh, unfortunately that clears straight into the ceiling. Waffles takes advantage. You see Joshing trying to clear that ball out. Unfortunately bounces off the ceiling. Waffles in the perfect position to just bounce that right in. Just like that, we have a game 6. Great comeback there from Frenship after Hebron was on the hot streak. Looks like possession was pretty even. All right, we'll be right back with the next match here as we get started. This is it. Game 6. Hebron, 1 win away from going to state. And Frenship fighting to stay in the series. Baruch scores right off the rip, 6 seconds in. Solana smacks that into the ceiling. Baruch, good spacing. Comes from the left side of the field. Puts it right on target. Baruch tries to sneak one in, and it looks like it almost happened. Waffles was about to get bumped, but it was sneak out of it. Past center, Solana shot on target. Oh, what a pinch! Solana, the back heels. Waffles not able to make that touch. Ran out of beans. A little bit more boost would have gone a long way there. Oh, good physical play. Frenship moving the ball up. Might not have all the boost, but they're forcing Hebron to stay on their side of the field. Interesting pinch. Endo kind of hits it right back. Centers. Ooh, Endo almost got that touch to recenter it down the middle. And Hebron cleared that ball out, getting it out of their side of the field. What a dunk. Oh, interesting. Solana backflip, half flips into that to stay on the play. We got Baruch on the other side of the field. Will he get 50'd? Able to get it through? Solid rotations by Hebron here, able to maintain a lot of that offensive pressure. Baruch pops it forward. Frenship struggling in the boost department. Endo gets beat to that. Ball pops over. Endo. Actually called out the wrong person. Oh, what a solid dunk. Trying to get one more. Endo up in the air. Waffles has time. Maybe goes for the dribble here. Smacks it right back. Whew. Etch a sketch with a save. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. We're at halftime. Waffles just puts one on. Double commit by Hebron. Did he capitalize on this rotational error? Waffles gets a little bit of an awkward 50 there. Doesn't do a whole lot with it. Solana shot on target. Oh, good beat, Waffles. Endo gets a dunk. That just sketches by himself. Oh, shot too high. That was a good attempt. And they need every single one. Oh, Joshing going for that double. Has time. Boost. Great shot. Great follow through. Doesn't freak out. Maintains composure. It was a good play. All right, so minute 38. Frenship needs... Oh, close one. Frenship needs to get 2 goals. We've seen him do it within 30 seconds. 2 back-to-back in the final 2 minutes as well. See if they can make it happen again. Oh my goodness. Waffles able to get a goal. Catches Hebron in an awkward rotation. Beams that right in between the defenders. Baruch trying to get to it, ends up redirecting. But that ball was going in one way or the other. All right, 1 minute, 1 goal to tie. Frenship. Oh, that's a big clear. This is one right here. Centers it. Passes. Endo a little too far. Joshing able to snuff that out. Oh, good play. You play for a mean 50 right here. Flips into it, gets a boost. Oh, didn't get the 100. Interesting. Oh, good demo. Just stay on. Oh no, looks like the whiff threw them off. 22 seconds. One more counter. That's a sketch. Able to get that ball up. 10 seconds on Hebron's side of the field. Three, 2, and Hebron takes the series. Incredibly close games. Congratulations to both teams for playing so darn well. So right there at the end, we saw Frenship almost getting that equalizer to take it into overtime. However, Hebron ended up coming all the way through and is now a state qualifier. We will see them in Waco May 1st through 3rd. Congratulations. And we'll have a booth there with the Army National Guard. So come by, challenge us in a 2v2. It'd be fun. Aside from that, again, my name is Sergeant Flores. It's been a pleasure to cast this match. Very exciting games. Very well played by Hebron and Frenship. Although it shows a 2-4 score line, all the games were very, very close. So, great job to both teams. Way to put in the effort, throughout the year. And, way to close out for Hebron on that one. Good luck to you all. Safe travels on your way to state. And we look forward to seeing you there and seeing some more, high octane.
Did something about it.
We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers.
Who are you not to be uncommon?
Just like you. But our part-time service.
Who are you not to be one in a million?
We get to be more.
100 million.
To serve both our country
Your
and
day
our
job is
home
what you
state.
do, but it doesn't define
Communities
you.
are in need. We get the
In a world
chance
of
to
common,
stand up
it
and
might.
listen. We
But
get to
you?
serve our own region and help the people we call.
You were born to do uncommon things with the time you've been given. When's the last time Common fought a wildfire? Or brought a town back from the dark? Or stood against a rising flood? Common doesn't do that. Uncommon does that. And here, where uncommon lives are shaped, is where history will find you. A few weeks a year, and you'll discover the most uncommon time of your life. You'll still have common days. But this is not one of them. A few weeks a year, and you'll discover the most uncommon time of your life.
Most people don't know what it's like to live here. In Texas, we understand hard work, family, and community. That's why I serve in the Texas Army National Guard